Okay, day 3, no matter how you slice it. I did read through this problem description before I started recording, which is probably a good idea to do in general. And I downloaded my input over here. So basically I need to parse these lines, kind of represent that information. So I can answer this question, which I'm not exactly sure what they are asking for. How many square inches of fabric are within 2 or more claims? Okay, so basically they are asking how many cells are contested. That's what I'm assuming they are meaning. That's how I read that. So let's get this going. Hello. I just like getting something going like that. Day 3, 1. Undefined. Yes. Okay, so now we should have something. Yes, that actually does something, but nothing useful. Read file. Let's read the input. I was trying to get the documentation. Peak definition. No. I'm new to this Visual Studio Code. Format. No. List. No. Well, I'm gonna assume it is bytes and an error. Let's just ignore that error. What could ever go wrong? Let's make that a buffer. Cool. We need. Let's do this. Let's create a type cell. It's not exported. Type cell, which is a structure with a x coordinate and a y coordinate. Yes, and it has a width and it has a height. Okay. This might be a bit problematic. I think I might have to refer to just a position maybe at some points. Maybe just have corners. Type position. Just pos. X, Y, and then we have top left, bottom right. Is that how you do that? Or they overlap? I think I can do cell.topleft.x.y. I'm hoping I can do that. And how many were there? Yeah, not very many. Just read those into memory. Cells. Let's make a slice of cell. Start with null. That's 15,000. 1,500, I think. And then just iterate through all those. Buff.read string. Yes. Then break. Then we just throw a fit and panic. Let's trim space on the line. Okay, so now we have the line. Just gonna do this so it stops complaining about that. Then just some debugging here, see if it actually does anything. Yes, that seems to be working. Then we need to parse the line. So let's do this. So let's append. And let's make a utility function to parse that. Let's just do that for now. Yep. Then we need to do the actual parsing. I guess that just doesn't mean anything. Probably gonna need that ID at some point, so let's just add that as well. Okay. I don't think I need to do anything fancy here. This is just simply skip that one, delimit by the at sign, delimit by that sign, delimit by that sign. Maybe I should do that. I'm gonna look at the strings documentation. I think there's a fields or something like that. Fields func, yeah, that maybe. Or could I? Each instance of one or more consecutive white space defined by this space. Nah, I need my own. Okay, and I suppose that's what this thing does. You can supply your own delimiters. Yep. Okay, let's do that. So we basically get all the parts. That's what I will call those fields. Let's call them fields. Fields func, and that should be a func from a rune. Determine whether to split or not, I'm guessing. How should we do this? We just need to look at each rune. And we just have a, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we do switch rune? Case that. Do I even need to care about that one? I'm not sure. Is this how we do this? Case. I'm not sure that's the proper. I'm not sure that's the proper way to separate. See if that compiles. I suppose I can do that here. Yeah, and I suppose it actually needs the string. Yeah. Boom. Fields declared and not used. That's okay. Does it create an empty element if we start out with a separator? Wait, nah. Let's just try it out. Okay. Let's just see what we get from that. Fields. Go, go, go. Yeah, I need more separators. Seems about right. Let's just add the other separators as well. Boom. Oh, and I do print. I should probably be doing this if I do. String. Yes, it's skipping that. Good, good, good. I can have a space in there as well, so I don't have to trim. And Then I should have just numbers left. String and just the numbers, and it's always the same. Good. Let's fix that. Let's just try something crazy, which I'm not sure Go supports. I don't remember, but let's try it out. X, Y, with heights, ID, fields. Is that a thing? It's redundant. Let's just type it out instead. So ID is field 0. Top left is this how I do that? Let's see if that compiles. New line, a comma. Yeah, that's all good. Unknown field ID, is that not what I called it? Oh, okay, that's, I added it to the wrong thing. That's okay, we can fix that. Missing type. It doesn't understand what type it is, really. Or do I need to do this? Will that help? Okay, never mind. I need to read all of those as integers as well. Yep. And let's make that a little helper function, func. Value string. And it just returns the integer and will panic if it doesn't work. I want to call this val. Stereoconv dot HUI. Yep. Let's just call that S instead. That's understandable. Let's do that. And if nil panic error, turn now. Can I not do inline functions like that? Let's do this then. I'm pretty sure that will work. Missing type. Oh yeah, back to that. That's okay. HI. Fat fingers. HI. Cannot use type int as type string. Yeah, my bad. That first one is an identifier. I don't really need to convert that to an integer. Does it say? It doesn't really say what that's supposed to be, but I only have integers, so yes, let's go with an integer instead. Go integers throughout. Okay, so let's do that. Missing type. Come on, I thought it could understand what type I was looking for. Let's just make sure I got that. X, Y, right? 3 inches from the left, X, 2 inches from the top, Y, wide, tall, yeah. Could it understand? Really? Could you not defer that? Just copy paste that. you actually get stuff now? Yeah, look at that. It's an actual struct. Okay, let's drop this extra printing. Where are we printing? Printer. Where am I printing that other stuff? Hello. Append. Oh, so I'm not printing that. So can we just clear the output here? I'm not familiar with this editor. Can we just get rid of the... I don't want to have the scroll back. Never mind. I guess I scroll a bit slower then. Boom, yeah, okay, fine. Good. Then what we need to be able to answer is how many overlap. And let's make a world make a map, and let's, if they overlap, they don't necessarily start on the same. I suppose we can make this how many square inches. Okay, so they don't care about the cell, they care about the square inches. So we will make a map that maps from position to ID, which is an integer. Cool. Let's start out with 1500. Did I get any sort of... Yeah, let's just 1500. Boom. World, and then we basically expand all the cells into their constituent squares. So for cell and range cells. And we do that by starting x at cell top left dot x, right? Starting there and going and we increment as long as we are dot right x dot. Is that right? Starting at 0 and the width. I have a bug up here, right? I need to actually do. This is a bit ugly. Maybe I should have kept, maybe I should have used the width instead. Not like having to repeat that, because I was actually entering in the width and height instead of the coordinates, but now we have the coordinates. So if the width is 1 and the start is 0, then this will be 1. So I think that should be correct. What are you complaining about here? Undefined type, int has no field. What? Cell. Is it like that again? Let's do that then. So that's the x coordinate. Let's do the same, very much the same for the y coordinate. Y. I'm more used to Vim and stuff, so no keyboard shortcuts at all for this. Vim print. Let's just see if it does anything correctly. End of file. Let's drop that. And I'm missing the bracket for that. Too many arguments to make the... I guess there's no size, it's just capacity at that point. We'll declare the not used. whatever. Let's use it then. World at pus xy equals true, meaning that it's occupied. No, that won't work. I will have to increment it. You can't increment it like that, I don't think. You need to actually assign it. World. Or maybe if I spell it correctly. World. I don't think that works. Does it work? Oh, that's not very helpful. Okay, stop it. Yeah, so it does something. Can we... let's go through the... Let's call it square, but we don't care about the index. And range world. Is it an index there? Is that the key I get? Yeah, so that should probably be key and contenders. Is that the word? The number of people wanting that square. I don't need it. That's bigger than 1. Fight to the death. Square not used. Fight to the death. How many are fighting? Okay, maybe just count instead. Let's do more contended integer, and instead of printing plus spelling boom boom boom. Okay, how many square inches of fabric? So basically each pixel, whatever you want to call it, is a square inch. Let's see if that's the answer. Oh my god, how do I copy paste this? It seems like sometimes it's actually copying it when I just highlight it, and sometimes it's not. Hip hooray, that's the correct answer. Let's then see what part 2 is. Then I'm guessing I'm gonna need the ID of something. Yep, what is the ID of the only claim that doesn't overlap? Yeah, I should have guessed it. If you can somehow... Okay, how do we do that? Let's just format this a bit. Part 1. There are intended. Yes, part 2, which is the only one. What is the ID of the only one? So I have all the information I need in the cells. But in my world, I don't save that information. And they are saying that there's only one that doesn't overlap. So if contenders, they will always be bigger, else get the ID. the cell taking up this square. Is that a thing I can do? I think so. I can just iterate results. There are not very many of them. Cell range cells. I'm thinking of it. So that's the position, yeah. We don't have a cell, we have position in the world. So position. But we want the cells are not mapped. No, they're just straight out. And then check if pos is within cell. So that's the enter. We're not interested of the index. Here is the actual cell. So then we check if the cell is there. If cell.x top left is bigger or equals to my cos x and smaller. Is this inclusive? I don't think it should be inclusive in both directions, should it? Let's go back to that at a later point. This is gonna be a big, long statement. So we can just do this. Good x, good y, x, y. And then if good x and good y. Find it. Yes, and then we need to print the cell.id. I'm not sure about this actual thing though. If I need to have that. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, it didn't find any. Okay, what happens if we do that? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. If contender is bigger than, yeah. I do this so we can get out the one indentation level here. Same difference. If contender is bigger, okay, we have uncontended position. I should probably look up that word. I'm not sure if that's the right word. Position is uncontended for cell and say find the cell that contains that position. So we check each cell. Does the cell contain the position? I think that's the wrong way around, right? So position should be, yes. Let's do this. So top left should be to the top and left of that. And position.x should be to the left of or equal that. I think that's maybe I moved it so it's actually in between those visually as well. Okay, let's do that. Because now everybody has uncontested space. Oh no! Let's look over at this logic here. Cell top left starts before or at the position, and it continues. It doesn't have to continue, right? Shouldn't be like that. So the position I'm looking for is within the left, top left boundary and below the bottom right boundary. Only claim that doesn't overlap. Okay, could the issue be here? Oh, yeah, so I think the issue here is that I think I need to turn this thing outside in, because a cell could have some squares that are contended and some squares that are not contended. So I think that is the problem that I have in this code right now. So let's break out of that and then iterate through all the cells and then check the world. So we check every cell to see if all of the cells squares are uncontended. Basically turning that kind of logic inside out a bit. Okay, so we need to iterate through the coordinates of the cell. I think I already have the code for that up here, so let's just copy paste that, and then we check it. And we can just skip that loop then. If world pos, and we make a position out of xy bigger than 1. Continue, and we need to label that outer loop. Otherwise, if you are reading this, you are uncontended. Hip hooray. And we label outer. Is that how we do that? Continue outer. Is there a problem with that? Post declare and not use. We don't need that up there anymore. No problems. Okay, so let's cell is cell has no contended squares, and then we need the cell ID. Okay, let's see what we get from that. Nope. Nope. They are all okay, so that's not quite. If the world, that's how many cells have a claim on that particular square. Map. Let's associate them a bit closer. Here we count contended squares. Here we want to find a cell with all of its squares uncontended. I think that should be an equal sign. Should it not be an equal sign up here? I think that should be an equal sign, shouldn't it? That's why you have tests, when you actually have tests. Okay, that's no good because now this answer changed. Oh, I scrolled it away, but I have it over there. So that's the correct answer. I just put that in there. And that changed, so now I broke that. Cell equals that. Have the position. It starts at 0. And it is 1 wide and it stops at 8. I'm not sure why I did that, but let's see what we get from that. Okay, so now we have the correct answer there. Is my logic here flawed somehow? Found contended square in cell. Cell is no good. Continue to the next cell. That's basically what we're doing over there. Oh, I think maybe this one should be up here. That could actually be it. Yep. That seems better. What about this then? Well, let's try this one answer I actually did get. Boom! I got a gold star. Hip hooray! Well, I guess that's it for today. See you tomorrow!